How many times have they met? How many legendary encounters? How many championships have been decided between the two of them? Historically, it is in favor of Moon with a 58% win rate. But at the moment, in terms of current shape, we should expect Lyn to perhaps have the upper hand here. Lyn has been looking super strong lately, has finally gotten a firm grasp on Orc versus Night Elf, has been looking amazing. And Moon's shape recently, not as strong as we saw it before at DreamHack Stockholm, I guess we could say. And also before that. But it is a new day. And it's a new chance. Moon going up now against Lyn. This was Moon's strongest matchup and Lyn's weakest matchup for a long time. But a lot of things have changed, especially on Lyn's side. He has gotten way, way better and has been looking pretty damn amazing against Night Elf. We saw that on Playday 3 against Lawlight, where he 4-0 clean sweeped Lawlight, which was very impressive. Looking to do the same today. Moon going into this with a rough score, man. Rough score. 3 losses so far for Moon. And only a single map win out of 13 maps. We didn't really expect the 5th race to be standing here, but the season is not over yet. Lyn at 2-1 was able to get 2 victories and then lose against 1-2-0 on the 5th playday. Would be important here for Moon to win this match today, otherwise catching up in the standings is going to be very tough. Oh, Lyn playing a creep route here that he's not playing too often normally. This is something that Orcs have, however, gotten quite fond of. Normally the way this goes is grab the item here, sell the TP, buy the scroll speed, and maybe you can even get across the map to stop level 2 on the Keeper, but I think actually Moon is creeping here very quickly, so Keeper should indeed achieve level 2. Tiny nuance here, by the way. The shop is positioned here, a little bit further towards the main, instead of here. Now, this shouldn't win or lose the game, but it is a slight adjustment, and I'm sure Lyn has a specific reason in mind why he wanted to do this. But one can only wonder. Keeper with the perfect items. Good start for Moon in terms of items. However, the map does not favor Night Elf too much. This is definitely a bit of an Orc-favored map, Northern Isles. Reason being that the expansion isn't super easy for the Night Elf, but also really not hard. But mainly it's about creeping. The Keeper will always be able to get level 2 reliably, but getting to level 3 turns out to be very tough. Because for quite some time here, the Night Elves can only creep very few camps. And of course, always going to be in the Orcs' interest to slow down Keeper level 3 as much as possible. For a second there, I was like, what? Is the shop aggroing the creeps? But no, it's not. Moon finds the time to try to creep the expo, and Lyn, a bit of a wrong read. This is, of course, always the very difficult part for Orc in this matchup, when you can't really scout with grunts, because they would just die, so it's only the Blade Master scouting, along with perhaps a peon, and you want to find the Keeper, but sometimes that is not successful, and even Lyn here is struggling to find the opponent. But now he seems to be pretty sure that Moon should be at the Northern Gold Mine. Oh, does he have the time to... Oh, that was so close. A split second. Almost Blade Master able to get the last hit here. Only gets a small troll, so Moon should be pretty happy here, being able to creep the expansion so early, get more experience on the Keeper, and get closer to 3. Ring +4 is actually excellent for the Alchemist, which we should be expecting next. Oh! Lyn gets the last hit here. Perhaps a bit lucky with a high roll, but he grabs that experience, and every bit of experience here is important. Skipping this camp with the green, this green camp, I mean, for the Blade Master, by the way, is very good for the tier 2 stages for Orc, because the Shadowhunter wants to come out and start creeping right away, and ideally start creeping at some safe spots. Blade is scouting around, creating a bit of space. Can't really get the cancel here. Might he be in trouble, though? Blade Master low HP. This could perhaps be the kill, but... Okay, the Keeper is going elsewhere. So the Blade should be fine. Tier 2 now about to finish. Resources line up perfectly. It's time for the Alchemist. Given the ring right away. We like that. Lots of bonus damage reduction. Lyn, as always, with a Lodge and Bestiary, wants to have Shaman and at least one Wyvern out quickly. Wyvern, great for scouting, great against hunts, and also great for creeping. Will, of course, have its weaknesses later against archers. Let's see if that becomes a factor. Oh! This will certainly become a big factor. Scroll the Beast, normally the worst item from this camp. Or the Wand, debatable. But for mass hunts, it's amazing. Hunts want steroids. Bonus upgrades, bonus buffs, and, you know, scrolls. And that makes them very strong. Lyn is still very low level at the moment, but he can catch up quickly in experience, especially if he grabs the lab as well. Maybe the natural, maybe something from the middle. And Moon hasn't really been able to find big plays yet. We haven't seen any kills. Lyn didn't allow for any of that so far, so Lyn is getting the game back into an even footing, I would say. Of course, Moon's got the Expo. He's got mass hunts coming. Upgrades. But he also needs levels. Oh, Blade Master, back at it again. There's an owl here. So he is revealed. Oh! One peon accidentally died to the creeps. That's a bit annoying. As Lyn probably does want to counter expand here. Wait, did the Blade Master steal this item? Wow. I actually didn't catch how. How did he get this item? Only level 1, but very nicely stacked. 3 circlets and the claws. Soon crit will be unlocked. And the Shadow Hunter. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, 2 rings as well. Rings are actually pretty good on the Blade Master. If you have inventory space for them, you can pass them over. At least for one, that should be doable. Oh, heal wards. Always a very welcome item for orcs. Makes creeping a lot easier. Might save you some heal salves. And if positioned nicely, can also be a big help in the big fight. Big mana potion here as well. I think the players can't complain about these drops so far. Well, double ring was perhaps a bit too much. And Lyn sold the rings. Didn't even keep a single one. Interesting. Big item here now. Next, what we're going to get. Roll the Magi. Very good. For the Shadowhunter. His mana pool is going to be essential to the power level of the Orc. Is it just me, or is Moon playing very timid? Seems like he's playing very safe. He's not trying to go for any proactive play. Just wants to be in a stable defensive position if attacked. Now maybe finding a bit of a creep jack. Wisp coming out for the detonates. Connecting decently. But the Shadow still got lots of juice in the tank. Quickly picking up the item. It is the Sentry Ward. It's not very useful right now. But during nighttime, perhaps. Blade Master gets to 3. Doesn't have much mana left. Is it crit or mirror image? Here's the question. Both. definitely viable. Lin is pushing forward. Lin especially has really gotten a handle on this matchup, whereas Night Elves were utterly dominating against Orcs until just very recently. Things seem to have changed. Everything seems to have clicked. And Lin does not fall behind anymore, apparently. Certainly didn't in this game. Moon has to defend his main base. The Moon is looking decent. One Moon well goes down. But I guess with all the reinforcements, Lin will have to pull back. As the Alchemist gets level 3 finally.
A player's forces are under attack.
Counter expansion is a bit late. But I imagine it should be coming up. Lin also always utilizing the shops very well. He attacked with 1 heal scroll, he falls back, gets the next heal scroll. So we got 2 versus 0 heal scrolls, which is a huge advantage for Lin. He retained the first heal scroll. And it's about to level 4 Shadow Hunter, which is also always a huge level up for that level 2 heal wave. Love seeing the mirror image, by the way. Always a great spell to have to get out of Entangle. And Acid Bomb. One of the very few things that dispels Acid Bomb in this game. And of course also very good at just soaking up some damage. But now for the first time, Moon feeling eager to go for a push himself. He's got 65 supply, 2-1 upgrades on the Hunts. That's nice. His problem is he doesn't have a heal scroll. But he's got 2 other scrolls of Protection and of the Beast. Lin is down in supply, but that's normal. Waiting for 2 more reinforcements. And maybe then it's time to engage. Oh, 3 more reinforcements. Oh, that's a great timing. Look right here for Lin. He's gonna have 8 supply popping out any second. Oh, but he's also supply stuck right now. 1 burrow perhaps a bit forgotten by Lin, but the expansion is about to finish. Lin, if he holds here, he's in a good position. This might be the crucial point in this game. Moon may need to break Lin right here. Otherwise, his tech might be insufficient. And here comes the Scroll of the Beast. Perfect timing for that, I think. Moon probably aware of how important this is right now. You see a lot of Shadow Melds coming in, but there was detection, somehow. Sentry, maybe? I'm not sure. Well, maybe it was just the fade time on the Shadow Meld. The Grand Front line is holding quite nicely for a long time. The Wyvern finally falls, but did its job, and did it well. Late Master in the back, going for the Alchemist. Doesn't have an Immo Potion, by the way. This could be a possible danger. But also for the Alchemist. He picked up the Immo Potion with that. He will survive. Then has to fall back. Second heal scroll popped. Now these have been used. 1 heal ward, though, still available. The shop nicely positioned between the 2 bases. The backup shop. And Moon knows his time is running out. He needs to do either critical damage or win the game here outright. But he's starting to run out of mana. Once the Alchemist has run out of mana, then taking these fights will be a lot tougher. Lin is losing a lot of infrastructure, but he's still got a strong army left with 50 supply. And the heroes now, which will really start to kick in, especially compared to the Keeper. And Moon had to TP out. He didn't transition to tier 3 behind this, stayed on tier 2, so he doesn't have the strong tier 3 transition follow-up, which I've noticed more and more Night Elves are moving away from getting to 2 base stably with a big army and then going tier 3 for marksmanship and orb and bottom and all that. Most of them have been staying on tier 2. I'm not sure if that's the right call necessarily. We'll observe that as the series here continues. Look at that shit on it, dude. Pendant as well. 600 mana pool. And the next fight about to break out. Good position right here, I would say, for Lin. For Moon, excuse me. Archers protected in the back fairly nicely. Not too many Huntresses anymore. In come the Wisp trying to land on the Shadow, and they do connect decently. But the Shadow's still got plenty of mana left, and he's got the shop over here right there to support him. And I would say Lin in a very good position right now. And is holding his ground. Blade Master about to get level 4. Final level 2 crit with that. And once the Shadow hits level 5, that is another tremendous level up for the Orc. Scroll Protection, Scroll the Beast. Moon is using everything he can to finally break a lane. He knows time is not on his side. On tier 2 versus tier 2, the Orc is definitely favored. His tech lines up a bit better there compared to the mass hunts. And especially the heroes. Especially the heroes scale way better for the Orc. If he finally gets level 4, does that make a big difference? I'm not so sure. Grunts is starting to get eliminated though. Once the Grunts are gone, the Shaman could be in trouble right after. Moon has a window right now to try to win the game right here. If he doesn't, he may lose it right after. Blade Master. Oh my god, 3 HP! Just an inch away from death. Barely survives. Gets the heal pot if the blade dies there. That may have been it. We got a Witch Doctor now for a bit of detection, I suppose. And Moon's follow-up attack. I didn't imagine it to be so powerful, but it certainly is. However, Shadow Hunter still has mana. And it's about to get level 5. It might be the heroes again in the end that do it. Oh, one purge. Second purge, maybe. One experience away. And there it is. Gets the level 5. Is it going to be Serpent Wards or Heal Wave? Lyn has the choice. It is the Heal Wave. Lots of recovery now for the Blade Master, who is starting to put out the pain. As the Alchemist also close to falling, but Lyn isn't even going for the Alchemist, trying to take out as many units in the meantime as he can. Now able to force the TP finally. When Archer falls, and again, it was pretty close, but Lyn survives. However, this time truly at great cost. 39 supply only left. Moon made it back to the main base. The next round of items here is going to be crucial. And Moon picks him up again. High pressure, high tempo, tier 2 aggression, I guess. With which Moon is trying to break Lyn. It's close. It's real close. But it hasn't quite worked yet. The Shadow Hunter, though, an absolute beast. 640 mana. Hasn't quite recovered his pool yet, but it's getting closer. Gloves as well. Very good late game item. But Lyn has no scroll and no invuln. Lyn knows he's under pressure right now. Needs to prevail for longer. Blade level 5, not too far away. This would be a big one. But also not too much mana on the Blade Master. If he uses the Windwalk into the fight, he's not going to have it for Mirror Image. And again, it was being pulled. We've seen that here now a couple of times, trying to drain the mana. Oh, only 3 peons in here. Bit of a macro mistake by Lyn. Kodo goes forward, trying to eat, but gets entangled right away. Good control, but the Purge is there right after. The Serpent Ward's doing a good job against the Huntresses. The mix of units by Moon seems to be pretty good. A couple of Huntresses, but not too many, to provide the front line, and the Archers behind it firing away. Heal Scroll committed, that was the first one. Moon has a second, but we also see here some Huntresses dying. Another one falls here, and now it's only a matter of seconds. Blade Master's about to get that level 4. Level 5, I mean. And then we're going to see some big crits potentially. Level 5 achieved. Is it crit? I think it should be. Mirror Image used as well. And Tang against the heal spray. It's all about the mana for Moon. Once he runs out of mana on the Alchemist and has no more healing, then he might be falling apart. Ooh, Mirror Image saves the blade. As we can see right there, dispels the Entangle and the Acid Bomb. Gets him back to safety. Mirror Image, probably my favorite spell of 2022. And Lyn using it excellently here. Blade Master out of the fight for now. That means solo experience with Shadow Hunter. It's almost level 6! Oh my god, so many units going down. And Moon has to wave the flag and give up the first game. Oops. There we are. My camera is still freezing every now and then. And yeah, Lyn on an absolute tear right now. Like I said earlier, 4-0 against Lawlight was very impressive on Playday 3 already. And now he might be able to be the second Night Elf as well of this round robin stage. But still early in the series. Far from over, of course. Moon can still turn it around. But just by their aura, it seems to me very apparent that Lin has really figured out what to do in this matchup and basically always seems to be in control. There's just this air of confidence around him nowadays. That took him a long time to achieve. Thinking back to all the way back on the first Keeper patch, that's when the misery for orcs against Night Elves started, and where the orcs then began suffering for years. But we may have reached a turning point. We may have reached a turning point where the top orcs have really figured it out all perfectly. It might be to the Night Elves, up to the Night Elves, to come up with some new stuff. It was mass hunts, expos for years. It always worked. Perhaps it's time to change something? We'll see. It still seems to be by far the most reliable strat, Keeper Hunts Expo. But there's also other options, like Demon Hunter and Talons on certain maps, not playable on all maps. Beyond that, though, we haven't seen too much innovation lately. Thinking back, maybe a year ago, maybe 1.5 years ago, also a lot of Mountain Giants and Dryads were getting played, but it seems to be hard to find the right timings for Mountain Giants and Dryads in general against Orc. Don't seem to be the greatest choice. Thank you, by the way, Kirk22 with a 5-month resub. Is it considered balanced wine to talk about the 5th race's slump? Let's go, Moon. Nope, that's okay. I'm not going to ban you for that one. Title of the stream is wrong? Dude, I don't know what's going on today. Like, I had the title wrong twice, and I don't know why. My brain's scrambled today. Mondays, boys. Am I right? First map went to Lin. For map number 2, we're going to go to Concealed Hill. And here, I would say this map should certainly be a bit better for the Night Elf. That level 3 on the Keeper is so crucial. It is a pivotal moment in the game. And that's why on Concealed Hill, normally the Orcs have a bit of an easier time. Very easy to control the Keeper and prevent his level 3. On Concealed Hill, that might be different. Moon spawning in the bottom left. Does he have some new plans now? Of course, Moon's got tons of tricks up his sleeve. For example, an AP push can always come as a surprise and ruin the Orc's day. But also that we haven't been seeing too much as of late. Perhaps now the assumption is that the top Orcs have just figured out the timings and the cheeses too well. But of course, in a long series like that, in a best of 7, wouldn't be too surprising to see a bit of cheese every now and then. Blade Master Keeper shouldn't surprise us. This map is not really very conducive to unusual play. On other maps like Tidehunters, we could definitely see a CORSAIR, maybe even on Autumn Leaves. But here, it's going to be the standard once again. And I'm going to be looking very closely at Lin's movement and scouting. Because, yeah, like I said, here on this map, it's very hard to prevent Keeper 3 during the nighttime. Because lots of camps the Keeper can go for. All the green camps are available to the Keeper, and it's very hard to cover the whole map with just a Blade Master. Then again, switching up his creep route. Compared to the last series we saw. Going for the merchant creep right away. It's going to be a fast level 2 for him. With the windwalk trick, you can bug out the high priest and turn this into a pretty easy camp. And this makes this very tempting to go for. Downside of this is the Shadowhunter is not going to have this camp later on to creep at. But the Blade's going to have a good start towards level 2. Keeper also going to reach level 2 here quickly. Not quite as quick as the Blade though. Oh! Lin is not buying heal cells? Oh no, he is. Okay. Found the sentry ward. Beautiful placement here as well. He's going to see when the Keeper is trying to get this green camp at the crabs and can even potentially see a movement north towards the natural. All the while, the peon is still on the lookout to see the Keeper, and I think he just did. Blade Master, no speed straw in his inventory. 70 gold nowadays, not so cheap anymore. Peon was trying to be cheeky here, trying to steal a last hit, but that was not allowed. Blade Master might be able to get the second one. Indeed. Picks up a treant as well, and again, Lin seems to be on point. Telestaff here could be the next big pickup. Would love for Moon to try to get it, and then he could join the Huntress or something. Wait, where's the Huntress? Huntress is here. Okay. Huntress should have probably been on its way north. As he now picks up the staff, what you want to do is dodge the Blade Master and creep elsewhere on the map to safely get to level 3. Or at least get close to it. Thank you, the Muffin of Evil. 7-month resub says thanks for the great content, and it is ridiculous with a 28-month resub. Lots of eyes on the map for Moon. But thanks to the sentry, this one sentry, Lin knows where the Knight of Army is going, and he knows where he has to go with the Blade Master, maybe. Perhaps.
A player's forces are under attack.
The sentry coverage is great for Lin. Oh, even bringing in the grunts. At least for a second. Involving those grunts is very dangerous. Oh, it's so close. Ooh, Blade Master again, just 1 second away. Gets the small creep, just small potatoes. But still a little bit of experience denied for the Keeper. But if he gets the green here, I think that should be level 3. Counter expansion coming up now. It feels a bit late, doesn't it? Very important last hit. Very important last hit right here. Lin daring to bring in the grunts. Most other orcs would be too afraid to lose them. And it was the last hit for Lin. This was so important. Almost now in level 3, the Blade Master's coming in. Ooh, Keeper just barely dodging the surround right there. But the grunts didn't fall. And the whole camp didn't go to Moon. But it should be getting level 3 here now, right? Yeah. From the green right here, the Keeper's gonna pick up that level 3. And it's gonna be quite scary now. And yeah, this was sort of to be expected, I guess. Concealed Hill, as I said, very hard to prevent Keeper 3. Keeper's looking for a kill. Entangle against the grunt, but without tree and support, that's not going to happen. And we got the signature Wyvern in once again, especially in Concealed Hill, where there's so many tree lines and bends to consider. And weird paths. The vision of the Wyvern is very helpful. Oh, Blade Master comes in again for one big last hit. Level 2.5 now upon him. Shadowhunter's having a bit of a slower start. Getting level 2 now, and it's the thing. Doesn't have this camp now to rely on. Can try to go to the natural. But that's a bit of a tough camp. The Blade is harassing the Alchemist creeping, and the Keeper's harassing the Shadow Hunters. Very even game once again, but that's not good for the Night Elf. With this Keeper Expo strat, you kind of want to get ahead in the early game and mid game, but Lin just simply isn't allowing his opponent to get ahead anymore. He seems to have fixed all the mistakes, eliminated all the points of weakness. And also successfully slowing down the expansion attempt of his opponent. Pretty early Warmill also nowadays for Lin, right? Seems like he's starting to value that Kodo a bit more in the 50 supply army. Carry up of Vitality, decent for the Blade, I guess. Not his favorite find though. A lot of damage on the tree. Woof. But should be fine, right? Yeah. Though Nature's Blessing is always a bit scary, but what about the Blade? Things also getting scary for him. Got one more heal salve, well I guess a couple more heal salves. And the Keeper's hunting down peons. Lumber income very low now for Lin. Counter expanding, made difficult. Blade Master also completely out of mana. Level 3 for the Shadow Hunter and a big Invo Potion. Big upgrades for Lin. Oh, the Wind Rider is ensnared. Barely makes it back. Heal Wave had to be invested, but the Wind Rider survives. That's a lot of damage, of course, especially against the Huntresses. And the Blade Master finds the window again after having healed up to maybe cancel the Entangled. This would be a lot of gold mining lost. But with the Keeper here. Is he going to pop the Invul, I wonder? To get out of Entangle. Yes! No hesitation. Lin saw that coming. Calculating that this is going to be enough damage to cancel the Haunted, the Entangled. And that is a big play. That is at least 500 gold here taken out of the coffers for Moon. Time for a heal scroll. Lin's got the gold. He's contesting the red camp. Big Creepjack is going to result in 3 kills here, it seems. Of course, these can be replaced. But still. Supply going down. Oh! And one Shaman going to the creeps as well. Wait, what's the item? Helm of Valor? Meh. It's okay. I suppose makes the Alchemist a bit more tanky. Would have loved an aura, though. But Lin's counter expansion attempts not working out so far. Moon doing a good job scouting, having the Keeper present, and possibly forcing Lin here into an all-in. And that would make Moon's life pretty easy. That's going to be only about defense.
A town is under siege.
Lumber economy has really been suffering here for Lin, but, well... maybe not suffering that much, I guess. Second armor upgrade already coming in, and Lin also has lots of lumber still left over. Item here, one of mana, steel, Shadowrunner almost level 4. Again, that's a big level up. Lin... is he gonna be the one forced into an all-in here? Maybe. Moon was forced to all-in earlier on map 1. That didn't quite work out. He almost had enough, but not quite enough then in the end. Moonbracer is truly a terrible item. And now Moon will have to TP back. It's gonna go here or here? There he is. TP on the Blade as well. Lin wants to be able to evacuate if needed. And buy enough time now for the counter expo. Peon is in position. Lin's got the resources. Things are hectic right now. Oh, trying to snipe the Tree of Life. Blade Master tank a lot of damage, but of course he had the big Invo Potion. He knew he was safe and now is gonna remain safe for quite some time. And the tree just gonna go down. Oh, thank goodness Neo isn't here to witness it. He would be very upset at the fact that there was no nature's blessing. Seems like a bit of a macro mistake here by Lin. He certainly had... by Moon. He certainly had the lumber to support it. But with the expo going down, that's not a good place for Moon. Thing is, though, he's got a big army still left. He's remaking the tree.
A player's forces
Lin,
are under
not
attack.
doing so. I would have loved to see tier 3 here by Lin. But that still rarely seen nowadays. Oh. Heal spray and Shadow Melt save the archer. This looks like a good exchange. A great exchange here for Moon. Lin falling back, trying to get some more items. Not forgetting about the dust, but he burned through one heal scroll already without getting much out of it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Been trying to disengage. Moon's on the chase. We'd love to get some more kills. Perhaps in need of finding something here after the expansion died. And Snare reveals the target. That's why Dantes falls pretty quickly. Once the archers get into range again, Lin wants to boost. Losing one raider, healing up, Shadow level 4. It's of course a big level up. Blade Master again scouting. Creating space. And finally we have the Great Hall coming. But Moon certainly knows about it. Mirror image, always the panic button against the entangle if you find yourself stuck beneath roots. Just like Merry and Pippin. Can use your mirror images to get out of it. Expansion is still taking quite some time, of course. 2 minutes 30. There we go. That's the big item the Moon was hoping for. Finding the fruit of accuracy, lots of bonus damage now. 2-2 upgrades already on his archers. Again, no tier 3 by the way, just tier 2. Everything clumped up after the TP. This was the perfect position for a lightning shield. But Lin doesn't even want to fully engage into the fight. Just takes out one production building. He's gonna fall back. He forced the TP and bought time for his expo, so... I guess that means objective secured. This shop a great anchor now for Moon. For Lin, goddammit. Keep saying the names wrong. Charging towards the backline. The archers here were a bit left on their lonesome. No great front line there to protect him. But now the archers are falling back. The grunt target fire onto them. Definitely doing quite a good job. A few losses on both sides. Moon has a supply lead. But not by that much. Of course, for Lin, we got this reinforcements coming in from way closer. Doesn't have much gold at the moment. No scrolls left on Moon, but still strong upgrades, plus the aura. These archers are definitely quite fearsome with their DPS. Lin trying to buy as much time as he can for the proper re-engage. He's low on healing. That's the biggest problem. He's got one heal scroll still left on the blade, but the shot on is dry at the moment. Here comes the heal scroll. Raider gonna get targeted. Level 4 for the Blade Master. Level 2 crit now. Maybe with that, the damage is going to be increasing. Wait. Alchemist level 5? It's a big upgrade for Moon's army. When did he get to level 5? I guess creeping all those red camps certainly helped.
A player's forces are under
When did this happen? What? Finally sells the Rune Bracers, realizes he doesn't even really need them. Moon in a decent position, but still, he knows in 2-base, he's not going to be favored for much longer, unless he goes tier 3. With tier 3, things are going to change. Orb, third hero, and marksmanship are going to make the Night Elf a lot stronger. Then tier 2. But if Lin gets back to a big army, like 70 supply with raiders, cancel heal spray, get the proper engage, this can still be a very even fight in the very late stages. And this year, this might be the game-winning move.
Forces are under attack.
Specialty on Concealed Hill, we have 5 gold mines, which means an uneven number, so only one of them can grab 3, aka the Stalemate Breaker. One easy pick off on each side. Moon's saving a lot of gold right now. I wonder if he's going to try to transition to something else, unit-wise, later on, or if it's just more archers and hunts. The thing is, upgrades have been invested so heavily already that going to something like Chim's doesn't seem to make sense. Oh, Moon is losing a lot of army right now. Well upgraded they are, these archers, but still they can fall at the mercy of Blade Master's sword quite easily. And we're starting to get to very high levels here across the board. Shadowhound about to get level 5. Alright, when's it time to produce? Well, firstly, I guess Moon needs to resupply his 50 supply army. No Potom, I wonder.
A player's forces are under attack.
She is normally expected to join the ranks in the late game. Moon's got the resources, but isn't hiring her. Interesting.
A town is under siege.
Is he banking on a level 6 alchemist, maybe? Level 6 Alchemist is extremely strong. Transmute is kind of a crazy spell. But the middle expansion will be sacrificed. Moon wasn't strong enough to hold here. He knew he couldn't take a fight, but maybe he can do some big economic damage. Sniping the Great Hall would be huge, but without the normal damage of the Huntresses, this is probably not doable before Lin arrives.
A player's forces are under attack.
And here he goes. Blade Master in for some retaliation. We're not sure gonna have to pay the piper, but oh, where is she? Look at that! Even the one little archer being saved here with the heal spray, nicely done, and we have a lot of archers on the way. Oh! I guess because there's the flute already, the Potom even wouldn't do all that much. To be fair, the Owl Scout is actually very nice to have. But, no. Just dual heroes so far for Moon. Main has expired, trying to move over the Tree of Eternity. There we go. Nature's Blessing coming now. Also a bit late, perhaps. Supply is more or less dead even. One archer takes a while to take out, but there we go. Crit is there to decapitate. Just like Sir Ilan Payne did with our dear Eddard.
A town is under siege.
We get Nature's Blessing now, finally. The Tree of Eternity in the middle. Could really secure Moon's strong position. But if the tree is here and the army is nearby, Lin knows he can easily assault this expansion. And that's exactly what he's on the way to do. Lin's awareness, game sense, and movement have really been impressive lately. But there's no TP, right? Nope, no TP on Lin at the moment. We got pillage, so a few more resources coming in from these raiders. But this could be a expo trade. Natural against natural. Moon would be very happy with that, considering he's got another expo in the middle. Oh yeah, Lin's just gonna give that one up. So Moon also responding in kind with good movement. Able to find the only remaining mining base for the Orc.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
He's not buying a TP. Wait a minute. Lin doesn't have enough gold. Is this just gonna be a base race? Ooh, baby. This might just come down to building kills in the end. This is time to save some peons and wisps to make some buildings last minute if needed. And I think Lin has 0 peons, right? Well, in the main base there are still some. Blade Master Surround! Oh my god. Oh, we just barely had enough mana there for the Windwalk. This blade always on the cusp of having no mana left, and now finds himself really hurt and endangered. Lin got a good amount of gold from pillage here. At least 400 gold. Alright. We don't have many buildings left. Moon. Wait. Moon actually only has the tree. Nothing else. Oof, it's gonna take him a long time to rebuild. Lin may not have a mining base, but seems like he may have the stronger army. 3 heal scrolls. Lin seems to be ready to commit to the big fight on the high ground.
A player's forces are under attack.
Probably the deciding fight of this game. Lin charging forward, the grunts all stuck though. Positioning by Moon seems to be perfect this time. Blade Master is in the back, he's got the mirror image, but most of the archers are completely untouched. 3-2 upgrades with marksmanship and aura. The DPS from the archers is amazing. Counteracting against them now is Lightning Shield. Lots of mana on the Shaman. Lightning Shield being used nicely. Code of Falls also damage dropping. But the front line for Lin is still active. It hasn't been removed right away. But the heal spray. Ooh, wonderful heal spray. Cancelled after 1 or 2 waves by the next end snare. Raiders, I think, now all gone. But we have 1 left. Keeper in trouble as well. He's got a TP, but he's going to land somewhere here. Like Master's level 5. He's got a bit more mana. I could try to chase with the Windwalk. And Moon stuck against the corner. Again, a decent position for Moon in this game. Level 6! Level 6! Boom! He sells the Raider. Oh, but the Keeper's dead, and there's no way of getting him back, by the way. Moon supply blocked. Lose the first here, and we see a level 6 on the Blade. Do we get to see a Blade Storm? Moon's still trying it. Giving it his all, staffing out to save the Alchemist. Transmute is incredibly strong, but in this game perhaps not even good enough. Moon has to tap out with a level 6 Alchemist, and indeed it is Lin. Oh, oops. Excuse me. Taking map 2 as well. Better game this time for Moon. He got a level 3 especially quicker, got very strong hero levels in the end. But Lin prevails. At the moment, Lin just seems to be always aware exactly of what to do against the Night Elves. the big matchup that had been troubling him for some time. Really seems to have figured it out pretty much perfectly now. Thank you, Lonely Driver. 6-month resub. Much appreciated. What was the Lin versus Happy score? I don't think that happened yet, did it? Was that game played already? Oh, let me check. Oh, it's going to be the last playday. Playday 14. We're going to have Lin versus Happy. That's going to be a special day for us Warcraft fans. I imagine they're going to be vying for those top positions. 1-0 Happy and Lin at the end of the season. Happy, whom we'll be seeing later, still undefeated. We are loading into map number 3. Moon has had a very tough time here so far in the Doubi Cup. Only winning a single map out of now 15. It's time to strike back. I hope he's not getting frustrated here. Of course, he's a professional and has been in any imaginable pressure situation in his esports career. But at some point, I wonder if this is starting to chip away at him. This is not the results that we're used to seeing from Moon. But let's not count him out yet. We're 2 maps down in the series. I think that's still possible. But Moon really has to win this map right now. If you're down 0-3, it's normally impossible. So let's see what we get on our next map. Alright guys, I just need 1 minute. I'll be right back. Thank you, Stevok96 with 100 bits. We see a keeper once again. That should not surprise us. And it is a Blade Master on the other side. For a while here, also Farseer is getting played on Autumn Leaves, but not here. Much like on Concealed Hill, this can be a very tough map for dealing with a keeper, because there are a lot of camps that the keeper can easily go for to creep early. All the green camps, of course, and also the naturals, and maybe even the merchants. And again, covering all that terrain with just a blade and slowing down the keeper, not easy. But on Concealed Hill, despite the keeper getting level 3 early, Lin still managed not to fall too far behind. Something that only very few orcs can manage.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ring again. Moon's been finding a lot of rings here, hasn't he? He won't be too happy with that, but Lin, with a circlet, certainly finds a source of happiness in his drop here. So, what we see a lot of Blade Masters doing is go for the first green, then creep this camp, buy the circlet, and suddenly you get 3 items, which is wonderful. Moon scouted this, and knowing that the Blade Master's far away, is trying to creep the Taskmaster camp. Whoa. Just the Keeper and 1 Archer. And, I mean, he must have practiced this. I guess this works out. Very nicely done. Pulling out the camp, removing the spells from the creeps that way, and making the camp quite a bit easier for himself. Takes a while, but the Keeper's gonna get level 2, and then some. And another big item. Is this gonna be the Blade Master rushing level 3 right away? Interesting. Ring now here also for the Blade. He's gonna be very tanky.
Players' forces are under attack.
Scout Peon finally gonna be taken out, but got some valuable intel before. Did you forget about the burrow for a little while here? Seems like this burrow is pretty late. Fully creeping the expansion, always great for the Night Elf. You don't have to proxy expand, you can expand on the spot and save some valuable time.
A player's forces are under attack.
It did take a long time, to be fair, to creep this camp. But finally it's going to be cleaned up. In the meantime, the Blade Master in the middle. Oh, I love that! He's going to get level 3 here, and he picks up the Shadow Priest and Berserker. Very, very strong additions to his army. I guess he's not going to get the full camp. Oh, but he's going to get a great item. Heal wards here. Had to use the speed scroll to boost. And might even have the window to cancel the expo. Let's see. Keeper's not level 3 yet. He crept the net, well, not the natural, but the gold mine here. But it wasn't the most efficient creep route in terms of gathering experience. And now with Shadow Priest, I think Lyn can feel quite a bit safer against the threat of Entangle. But the Keeper's not looking to use his Entangles aggressively, but rather secure 100% that this expansion is going to be finishing, which it should. Shadowhunter about to join the party. So should be the Alchemist. Blade did get that level 3 just perfectly in time, but the Hunter's is defending. I guess he doesn't have the opportunity to cancel the expansion. This would of course would have been catastrophic for Moon, losing the expo here. So important for him, he keeps it alive. And it's the 1-1-1 build again by the Blade. I like that a lot. It gives you a lot of utility, a lot of options, this 1-1-1 build. And it seems to be the one that Lyn always is going for nowadays. Shadowrunner off to a slow start though. This was always the big problem in Autumn Leaves. The fact that Shadowrunner could creep so poorly on tier 2. This is why on new Autumn Leaves, this camp was made more accessible. Like from here to here. But this is old Autumn Leaves. Because we are on Netties. Oh, but the Blade Master's buying time. Canceling the expo once. And now we'll join for the fight. Quick dispel on the Entangle, but there's plenty more Entangles where that one came from. Especially the Berserker would be a big pickoff. This is starting to look like a very good game here for Moon. Keeper reaches level 3, looking for more kills. This is the big prize. And he will certainly get that Berserker. And now, Lyn is starting to look to be in a very tough spot. Entangle and the Blade Master doesn't achieve much here. You get a few purges, but especially the fact that Shadowhunter is so low level, doesn't even have heal wave level 1. A big problem. And the purge, perhaps a bit too late. Shadowhunter goes down. Ooh, big kill for Moon. He may have to fall back now, but maybe not even. Entangle, one more kill. Oh boy. And with that, Moon has a giant lead in this game. Lyn now extremely far behind. Trying to rebuild. Trying to find new footing in this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
But that was painful. If things go according to plan, Moon should win this game. It's going to be up to now Lin's ingenuity to come back from this position. With how on fire Lin has been lately, maybe he can even manage it, although it should be impossible. We'll see if he manages to show us a strike of genius. Whether Lin wants to counter-expand or push, the one thing he's going to need in any case is the level 3 Shadow Hunter. Still missing a lot for that. Sorry Mask is amazing for the Shadow. Kind of surprised that the Blade Master is creeping alongside the second hero here. Considering how important this experience is. But Lin will have a plan. And the plan is towers. Peons moving out. Lin knows it's too late for a counter expansion. He's too far behind in the game. He has to hope that this all-in is going to work. Not very high odds of succeeding, probably. But he'll give it his all. Moon doesn't have the big army yet, by the way. Only 50 supply, hasn't pushed into upkeep until now. More hunters is coming. And Moon moves beyond 50. Shadow Hunter is going to get the level 3 here, very important. Alright, this is it. No nonsense. No cheeky plays by Moon. By Lin. God damn it. Just straight up tower push all in. Tower's very far forward, by the way. What if they could get cancelled here? Oh, the creeps get involved as well. Little green camp, the wolves want a piece of the action. That might be good for Moon. Reinforced defenses just finished. Lin falling back a bit further, trying to rely on the snake pit. But that means the first tower is easily cancelled. Nice lightning shield here in the back. The illusion from the Blade Master doing good damage against the Huntresses. And the Shadow Hunter has so much mana. Wait, is this enough? Moon's transition into Archer is perhaps a bit too late. Having only Huntresses here, probably the best army. And all of a sudden, the Blade Master level 5, of course he was creeping with his friend the Shadow quite a bit earlier. Now we have level 2 crit, I must imagine. Yes, it is. Blade Master though, normal mana, also very low HP. Serpent Ward's still so strong. 2-1 upgrades and Huntresses might not be enough, and the first tower standing here is already a big problem. And look at the heal ward. The last heal ward used for great efficiency in the back. Second tower coming up soon, and the shop also finishing. Lin was in a really terrible spot here, but maybe he had just turned it around. Defensive AP coming up in the main, but can't finish. Getting cancelled by the other tower. Moon's reaction now is to counterattack. Run across the map. And at least force a retreat from his opponent. But that is some time where his main base is getting ravaged. We don't have pillage here, so no bonus gold from these grunts stacking the buildings.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, the Hunter's also very hurt. Oh, telestaff on the Shadow Hunter. He staffs back into his main, aware of how strong his Serpent Wards are against the Huntresses here. Moon now, TPing back, knowing that the Shadow Hunter is not close by. Should be getting one grunt here for his efforts without much problem, but the 2 towers are standing. It's so hard to fight into these 2 towers. With the Huntresses, they take so much damage. And 2 hunts fall right away. It just seems like Lin can't lose at the moment. Can't lose. Unless, I guess, he plays against 1-2-0, then he did indeed lose. What an early game for Moon. How much better can you expect an early game to go, and then in the end, Lin is still doing it with a lot of patience.
The town is under siege.
Oh, shit on it. Getting entangled, surrounded. Is he stuck? Oh no! The counter block from the grunt saves the shadow. There's one more entangle. But too far away. Oh, this could have been an opportunity perhaps for Moon to still do something, but no, Shadow gets away. And the rest of the main base getting destroyed. And Moon calls it again, GG. And even here... oh, great freeze frame. Even map 3 goes to Lin. And it just seems like Lin is almost impossible to beat at the moment. 3-0 lead. Lin now in a position to 4-0 Moon after having 4-0'd Lawlight. This was impossible to imagine just a few months ago. Moon got 4-0'd every game. Well, not quite. Moon got one map against Lawlight, but then he did get 4-0'd by 1-0. That's true. And by Happy. And now perhaps even by Lin. Rough couple of days. 1-0, Happy and Lin all in a row for Moon. These are probably by far the 3 best players in the world right now. Okay. There is still a slim chance for a miracle comeback. This would be a tale for the ages. If Moon can manage 4 maps here in a row, but we shouldn't kid ourselves. This will be extremely hard, close to impossible. But Moon will still try to provide us his best showing here. If he gets 4 maps in a row, by the way, there's going to be a big bonus prize pool. The way this works here in the Doubi Pro Max Cup is for long win streaks, many in a row, you get bonus prize money. Moon is 56 years old. What do you expect? He's one of the older players, but he's not that old. Wait, is he... I want to say 36? Or is he a bit younger? $35. Moon, of course, has played in all the tournaments imaginable, won all the tournaments imaginable, with the exception of WCG. But yeah, at the moment, does not seem to be in the very best shape. I gotta be honest, it does worry me a bit, considering that great early game on Autumn Leaves still didn't lead to victory. A bit worrying for Moon, but also very impressive from Lin. Just a man on a mission right now is Lin, seeking vengeance for years of abuse from the Night Elves. This could very well be a Farseer this time. Farseer very popular on this map. You can creep the 2 greens for level 2 right away and look for a tier 2 power spike and try to expand here pretty easy. Or is it going to be the Blade Master again? Oh, Blade this time. Okay, interesting. The last 5 or so games, at least, I saw from Lin here were with Farseer. So I wonder how he's going to make the Blade Master work now. Sending out 2 peons. 1 for a shop. 1 for scouting. Thank you, Espe06, for the first time sub. Welcome.
player's forces
Chat is
are
saying,
under
I'm pretty
attack.
sure cognitive decline doesn't happen at 36. Well, buddy, if you knew how forgetful I'm getting, you might change your tone. Although I've always been very forgetful, to be fair. Claws of attack. There we go. Finally, no ring for the start here for the keeper. This is certainly going to be a nice starting gift for him. Not fortunate enough here to find the slippers. Oh, nice deny by Lin. Doesn't give away the experience to the keeper. And the keeper's not even level 2 yet. Moon perhaps taking a bit of a chance. Not going for the safe level 2 here. Now he's stuck on level 1 and might be for some time. And that might not be the greatest start. Oh, it's a tangle first. Might be able to kill the grunt with that, right? Maybe. He's gonna pick up a speed scroll here, I guess. Oh no, he's not. Lin is fully prepared to deny the grunt. Big last hit. Does he get the deny? Yes. Grunt going down is painful, but also we have to consider this was a lot of mana invested by the keeper. Plus, he doesn't have treants now to creep, so it's almost sort of an even exchange. And this keeper needs to pick up some steam. Normally the reason why this map was considered very bad for the Blade Master is because, especially here, there are a ton of camps that the keeper can easily go to. As always, all the green ones, obviously, but also the naturals and this one.
Attack.
But Lin has found new confidence in this matchup and in his blade. And yeah, I think the big mistake here for Moon was heading north instead of towards the green. Not getting that level 2 is really proving to be a big problem right now. Oh, he's getting it now, maybe? Oh, keeper almost got it from the one turtle here. We'll pick it up from the other turtle. But that took a long time.
A player's forces are under attack.
No APs have been attempted so far in this series. And neither player bought a telestaff, by the way, which is quite rare. Warmill, Lodge. Wait, no bestiary? Lin's lumber is a bit low. Perhaps gonna skip the bestiary this time. Oh, the blade. Oh, gets the last and takes level 2 and also takes experience away from the keeper. Again, wonderful game sense and movement with the Blade Master. This is one of the many things that really sets Lin apart at the moment. Claws and gloves. Expensive, but strong. Is it time for a Hex first build, maybe? No. Could have forced the TP there with the Hex, but Lin rather going for the Circuit Ward and Heal Wave build, the standard. Expansion for Moon. Now he has bought enough time for that one. That one's going to creep the natural momentarily.
A player's forces are under attack.
But I gotta say, especially considering this being Tide Hunters, this is just not fast enough of a keeper towards level 3. Moon's creep route, I would say, definitely not the best here on map 4.
player's forces are under attack.
Shadowhunter gonna pick up level 2 here real quick. Blade Master trying to snipe the big consumable. This can always be a really fight-turning item. Big mana, big healing, probably the best. Big healing for the Blade Master, always good. Keeper coming in for a bit of harass. There's only level 1 Entangle. It really isn't even all that scary. Oh! He stole the last hit! Woo! Kobe! Finally, a little play of success for Moon. And the Blade Master in the meantime also taking a hefty chunk of damage right here. Delayed the Entangle for a little bit. And the question for for Lin will be, is he going to counter expand or is he going to go all in again?
A player's forces are under attack.
Seems rather aggressive right now. And here come the peons. Okie dokie. No counter expansion. Seems like he needs one more camp though to get level 3 Shadow. Strong items from the Keeper here, lots of bonus damage. Moon would also pick up some scrolls, but it's not gonna get both of them. And the Shadow carries one already. And Lin is pushing in with only level 2 Shadowhunter. This is gonna be a different story than on Autumn Leaves. And I guess it was pretty clear that on Autumn Leaves, Lin was too far behind to go for a counter expo. But here, it seems risky by Lin.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, can he steal it again? That would have been sick. But no. Parry app for the blade. And Lin gonna fall back. Doesn't like the look of these. Creep a little bit more. Now we finally have the big level 3. Oh, Tower is coming at the expo. Shout out to Taker. Tower's coming somewhere else and the army distracting, but I'm pretty sure Moon has noticed. Blade Master close to 3, another circlet. He's gonna be very strong here momentarily. And I got a feeling this is the one game where we're not gonna see mirror image. Or is he picking it again? He is! Okay. That means Lin is completely sold on the 1-1-1 build right now. And off we go. This time around, much more archers for Moon to defend, not only huntresses. I would say that definitely makes it look a bit better in terms of army comp compared to Autumn Leaves. But Blade is level 3, Shadow's level 3, that's pretty strong, and more towers are coming. Archers have to kite backwards. Lightning Shield also threatening them at the same time. A few grunts also falling, but it seems like Moon is again suffering more losses. Blade Master willingly tanking the damage. He knows he can rely on the big heal potion. Not sure if Moon has seen the item. He's targeting the blade heavily. But all that damage will just be healed. Oh my god, he didn't use the potion! Blade Master falls. Lin too late with the reactions. I think if he uses the potion here, he just wins. But the blade falling, a huge blunder. First real mistake by Lin this game. Well, maybe there were some on Autumn Leaves, but... Oh, that's a painful one. Lin does have the resources for the Tavern Res. And the Blade Master comes back. Of course, it has the big heal pot to heal up again if needed. One tower is going to finish. Not so sure about the second one, though. Yeah, that one will be cancelled. All the grunts now very hurt. The shop here might be needed for Lin. Blade Master this time is going to use the heal pot, and with that recovers all that health that was lost. All the hunters falling one by one. The serpent wards again proving to be very strong against the unarmored units. And that was another big level up. That one huntress kill here now resulting in level 4 Shadowhunter. But still no shop. And Moon should be able to push away this attack finally. Then is falling back towards the shop, close to 50 supply. Trying to recover health and mana. Now going for a bestiary.
A player's forces are under attack.
That Blade Master loss, that fumble, might finally result in Moon's first map here, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Game's not over yet, because the Orc heroes are starting to become very powerful. Blade Master gonna get level 4 here soon. He's got a great inventory already. Can pick up more items from the creeps, and of course, especially the Keeper is who's falling off heavily here. The Keel Pot once again. Always welcome. I was hoping for the aura, but oof, only gets the rune bracers. This one indeed, very unfortunate. Lots of creeping being done here for Lyn. Gets another big consumable. Mana Stone. Oh, baby. And now trying with a counter expo. But Moon has macroed up already beyond 60. Could reach 70, maybe even 80 supply here real soon. Oh, the archers are looking for the sneak. Cancel. Lyn has to try to defend both bases at the same time. Hunts attacking the north. Archers ready to assault the south. Moon finally coming up with the brilliant plays that we're used to seeing from him. These three might be falling, although I guess not quite. Ooh, archers and grunts duking it out in the south. I think the archers are winning.
A player's forces are under attack.
Speed scroll pop. They wants to clean up these archers. This could be a lot of experience here also if he gets all these kills. But Moon knows once the main army retreats, he can assault the main again. Great plays here now by the Night Elf. It's going to cost him a few archers.
A town is under siege.
It would seem that Moon still has the lead here. 63 supply for him. Staying on tier 2 this time, not tier 3 transition.
A player's forces are under attack.
Has to keep running back and forth. Shadowhunter for him, out of mana. But I guess he's got the Mana Stone still. Level 4 Alchemist also not bad to have. Big camp here. If it's Toby Mask again, it would be crazy mana regen on this shadow. Oh, what it is! Oh my god. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Infinite Serpent Wards. I'm pretty sure it stacks multiplicatively though, not additively. And that's level 5. Fast level 5 on the shadow. Not going for heal wave this time. It is Serpent Wards. And those will be terrifying against the Huntresses. Moon has now started tier 3. Taking the foot off the gas. Willing to take it late. And this time, I imagine a Potom should be involved. But then gonna move out. Look for a fight.
A player's forces are under attack.
And these are the plays that Moon is famous for, that he's so good with. These run-bys, economic pressure plays. To get ahead, little by little. Lyn charging into the main. I don't think he has a TP, does he? No TP on Lyn. He is kind of stranded right here. Oh, sappers! One sapper connects. And a second one. That might be the kill. Yes, it is. Stronghold falls, and that gives Moon a huge advantage. But the game's not over yet. Wait. Was Pillage cancelled? Yeah, Pillage was cancelled. from the main building. So Lin is losing out on a few resources here, but he's also going to take out the Night Elf main base given enough time. And Moon is accepting the base race. Keeper Archer hunts find their way to the Orc expansion. And Moon is not retreating. Lin is not retreating. Gonna take out the Tree of Ages. And this looks like a checkmate situation here, if you ask me. Moon's still got the TP. He's also got to throw the Beast, by the way. And Lin is running out of buildings fast. And he has no lumber at all. So he can't even hope to remake a Great Hall. Could remake maybe a shop or something. Love the Moonbells coming up here. Protecting the AP in the back. I think this is what Night Elves always should have. AP between the tree and the entangled. Alright. This game should truly be unwinnable for Lin. But it's also what Autumn Leaves kind of looked like. Wait. The Great Hall stands at 2 HP? Really?
Is under siege.
Mushroom expansions sprouting up everywhere in the corners. Oh, Keeper level 5. Oh, there's Beyond and Zeppelin. Say... Ah, no, sorry. I was about to say hello to Neo, but... Oh my god!
A player's forces are under
Is he gonna build a tower on the island? No, wait, he can't. He doesn't have a Womble anymore. Wait. Is there some buildings left? Yeah, here. Oh, but the Invis Keeper sees it right away. Then is waiting for this building to fall.
town is under siege.
Yes! Moon, I mean, of course. And that should be the knockout punch now. Last building. Nope, never mind. Where's the other one? There. Oh, but the Keeper finds it instantly. Nicely done. And Moon finally gets on the board. It's the 3-1 now. Moon decides Tidehunters for himself in a good old base race there towards the end. Yeah, I think Lin this time just didn't have the right mid-game plan. Like, he could have just counter-expanded. That's always the safer play, unless you're really far behind. But he decided to go for that push into the main base, and then didn't like what he was seeing. The Shadow wasn't level 3 yet. Honestly, when he changed course towards the natural, it looked pretty good for a while, but then, of course, not using the heal pot. A lethal mistake. If he used the heal pot there, I think he wins. Then and there. But yeah, even Lin can make mistakes. Even in his current shape. Thank you, by the way, JS Alarax. 100 bits. He says, in the middle of the pandemic, I discovered this amazing channel with Neo and Remo and reignited my love for the game. Fun fact is that day Lin and Moon were playing, and Moon won by destroying Lin's last building with his remaining Tree of Life. Special match for me. Oh yeah. That was a crazy game. It was like one building left on both sides. And Moon used it to win. What tournament was that again? I know we were using a clean feed and was reforged graphics. Thank you, Odin, with 100 bits. Just saying, thank you for all the content. You guys are awesome. Thank you, man. You're awesome as well. We appreciate the support. I don't know why my cam keeps doing this, guys. It is tiresome. Alright. Map number 4 is gonna be every Night Elf's favorite, Amazonia. This map is really, really heavily in favor of Night Elf, so Moon has a good chance to get another map win here. And beyond that, it would only have to be 2 more maps to maybe really make this comeback possible. Would be pretty epic if Moon could get the 4-0 win here, but well, for that he still has a long ways to go. Thank you, Stavok, 100 bits. Bit-train everyone that can! Give Remo 100 bits. And Odin following up. Could we get an emote with a wine bottle in a balance? It would be easier for balance wine. Lol. We do not support balance wine here, gentlemen. In fact, it will get you banned. This map, of course, is so good for Night Elf because you get a fast level 2 here, always with the Ancient of War creep. You pick up 2 items, and then you can even move on to creep in the middle with treants pretty easily at all these orange camps. And if you manage to achieve that and get level 3, you can really terrorize the orc and make their life extremely difficult. Burrow Rush also with the 100 bits. Thank you. Good morning. And Pandaren, 100 bits. Thank you. So it's a Blade Master fast shot. Then it's going to try to perhaps run across the map with a speed scroll if his timing is on point. But that doesn't always work. Stevo with another 100 bits. Keep this BTW train moving. Thank you. Then pulling in the second cap. Gonna make things a bit more difficult for Moon. But so far, clean creep. Gets the experience from the peon as well. And with Risk Repair, the Engine of War should be fine. Ring again. And Lynn decided not to go too aggressive, but rather pick up a circlet, go for some items, and allow the Keeper a free level 2. That's always a great feeling for the Night Elf to have. Can even try to maybe creep these camps away from the Orc or the middle camps. Lots of options here available to Moon. Oh, Lynn did you see the Keeper? I think so. They're gonna be hunting down some peons between Entangle and Treants. Should be able to get at least 2 here, I guess.
The town is under siege.
One peon going down. Not necessarily the end of the world. But if it's gonna be more, then things will get painful. Keeper getting chased around. At the moment, still he has to be afraid of the Blade Master, but once a couple of Huntresses join, that should be changing. And here they are coming. First Huntress of many. Gonna step onto the scene here momentarily.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, can Moon get the last hit? Not quite. Blade Master gets the experience, also the item. Double Cloak, not exactly the most useful, but better than nothing. Wait, only 1 grunt? Really? Is he gonna try to creep the Merc, maybe? Here comes the Shadow Hunter. And it's just one grunt. Okay. TP, by the way, that's pretty cool. TP was not sold. So, if a creepjack was to come in, you can save the grunt with the TP. Or the berserker. Oh, that's pretty cool. And Moon's gonna figure it out. Heading north for the creepjack. Does he get the kill? Here's the question. Oh, Scourge Bone Chimes. Huge item. Lyn has to TP right away. That's cool, dude. Keeps the TP aware that he may need it later for the escape. And hires the Shadow Priest on the way out. The expansion for Moon. Wait. He didn't make an expo? That could be a problem. Keeper Strat's not really known for working without an expo. Is he just skipping expansion entirely? Lures? What? Moon's gonna go Dryads. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. And perhaps neither is Lyn. Against Dryads, you either want to have Raiders or Headhunters. Neither of which are available to Lyn right now. Keeper comes in with the staff. He's got the Dangerous Entangle ready. There is at least one Dispel. Clean game by Lyn. Very hard on Amazonia to not fall behind, but Lyn was playing it safely while still being able to find a decent place to go for. Like that item snipe up here. Shadowhunter finally gonna pick up level 2. Demon Hunter 2nd and Dryads. I haven't seen this in some time. If the demon gets to level 3 and does manage to burn the Shadowhunter, that can be very strong. But that is oftentimes a big if. Especially if there's raiders involved with Ensnare to control the Demon Hunter, can be problematic. But we got no raiders. We got no bestiary here. Now it's coming. Tier 3! Alright. Bears or MGs? Oh, nice Serpent Wards around. That was pretty cool. Safe creeping here by the Shadow. Replenishment Potion, always nice. But Moon also creeping up quickly. Great items for the Demon Hunter, by the way. Those rings are wonderful for him.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master did finally manage to get a scout off. And knows now the unusual strategy his opponent's playing. One base tier 3 and lures. Not something we see much of at all nowadays. I like the position for Moon. Demon's about to get that level 3. Keeper's creeping up the natural to probably put down an expo.
Player's forces are under
Lyn,
attack.
is he gonna engage the camp here, or is he afraid of a creepjack, maybe? Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Still has one speed scroll to get out. More Berserkers could also be a strong addition, right? And there we see the Berserker, the piercing damage against Dryads. Very effective. Level 3 Shadowhunter, also big level up. The Serpent Wards, of course, against Dryads. Just as good. I imagine it should be Serpent Wards too. Quel'Thalas boots. Ooh, baby. Plus 11 agi on this Blade Master.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm trying to creep the red camp, but this would take some time. Time that perhaps he doesn't have. Then is moving over to attack the main base, and the two lures look to be very exposed. Moon TPing back, trying to save his production. Picks up the Orb of Venom as well. That's a big damage increase now on the Night Elf side. Then comes the Demon Hunter. tanking a lot of the damage here right away. He found the big inward potion. Wonderful pickup for him. Has to use it soon, and there it is. Entangle on the Kodo, focus fire as well, but it is getting healed still. Demoner causing a ruckus in the back line. Late Esther gets to level 3. Would have been very surprised if it was mirror image this time against oh, Keeper though! Oh my god, last second staff. Purges and crits coming in, making things very difficult right there. Heal potion needed, Moonwells as well. Demoner healing up once again nicely. Oh, no more purges left. That means that Berserker goes down. That's a big kill. That's level 4 also on the Keeper. Seems like one lore here should definitely be taken out with a few more right clicks, but oh, Lynn's being careful. Big crit though! Level 2 critical strike could be the kill. Oh, and the demon goes down. The staff was on cooldown for just 3 more seconds. Seconds can decide Warcraft games. It's not over yet, but it might be. Staff out from the Keeper, the crit again. Oh! Lynn's Saint Sword blesses him once again at the most opportune time. Blade Master appreciating those items and does manage to take the win here. 4-1 victory for Lynn. On Amazonia, no less. I guess the reason here for no Hunts expansion was that simply this is a very hard expansion map. But it still seems to me like Dryads against Orc just look rather weak most of the time. And that is another loss for Moon. His 4th loss in a row here in the Doubi Cup.